Alright, so I've got a bunch of new videos coming, and there's going to be several, probably over a couple days, just because there's so much stuff I have to make demos for. But this is one of the big new capabilities of OS 7, and that is synergy between our styles and our fonts. So up until now, your font for a preset is set. Now you can edit the font, you can obviously change fonts and all that stuff, but the font is set. And then the style codes can do a lot of stuff, and that's kind of been, since OS 4, OS 5, OS 6, the styles have gotten more and more elaborate. They can do more stuff. We have all these interactive controls, but we've always been stuck with the font being the same if you're in a single preset. Well, now OS 7 is going to change that, and OS 7 introduces a brand new way to do fonts. It's still going to be a single font per preset, but you can actually set the font up to allow it to interact with the style code, and the style code now can tell the font what to play. So this is set up to be a Corran Horn blade, and this actually uses a brand new interactive control specifically for this use. So Corran Horn, it is Legends now character, and he had a lightsaber that had 2 crystals in it. It was a silver, and then when he would turn the hilt, it would switch over to a purple crystal. It would obviously change the speed and stuff. And we've had that effect with dual phase and a few other methods for a while. This is a new interactive control to do dual phase. It can do multi-phase as well. But on top of a new interactive control, it also, the style code itself now tells the font to change. So what's going to happen is, when I do a really quick twist, now this is different than the twist on, twist off. Twist on, twist off is quick back and forth in 2 directions. The new Twist Acceleration Interactive Control is a kind of a quarter turn really fast. And when you do it, if the style is set up for it, it's going to change the color of my blade, but it's also going to change the font. So we're going to listen to the hum, but also the swings. So, and then you got your ignition and retraction. So your ignition, retraction, hum. All that stuff now is going to be switched by the style code. This isn't being done by the prop. This isn't, so multi-phase, which has existed for a little while, multi-phase in my prop would be when you would switch from one preset to the other without manually turning the saber off. It would turn the saber off momentarily and then reignite and do the ignition sounds. This is completely different than that. This is a single preset, a single font, and a single style, but the font is set up to be able to use what's called an alt font, and that alt font is built in, and then the style code tells the font when to toggle itself. So I'm going to do, again, the new Twist Acceleration is a really quick quarter turn, and that's going to change my blade. And now I have my purple blade, but I also have a brand new font, not a new font, I have the alt font playing, and it's a new hum, new swings, new retraction, new ignition, and everything auto times it too, so that's the other great thing. But now you're going to have the ability to do dual phase, multi-phase, all the interactive stuff that we introduced in OS 6, a ton of interactive stuff that's now coming new to OS 7, like the new Twist Acceleration Interactive Control, and build them into your styles, and you can do every preset differently. So this preset here is set up to be like Corran Horn. So if I do another quick twist, it's going to go back, it's going to change the sounds and change the visual effects. And it's instantaneously. So if you go back and watch the multi-phase videos, whenever you do multi-phase, it would retract the blade and reignite it because it was changing presets. It was actually, the font and the style was in 2 different presets, and you had to jump between them. This is one preset and does all of that, and it's a really quick flick of the wrist, and now you've got your real Corran Horn style with different sounds, different effects, everything. So, and this is, again, there's a bunch of videos coming. This is one little piece of this huge new synergy that we have between styles and fonts, and the ability for the style code to interact with the font and to do not only changing fonts, but there's a bunch of other new sound capabilities that are all coming, and they're going to make anything we can think of possible. So check out all the videos. Be sure to read all the coming information. OS 7 is going to do stuff that nobody's ever seen before, and I know you guys are going to love it. So I'm super psyched. I've got a bunch more videos to shoot, so definitely check them all out, and hope you enjoy.